Hey everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in to say Casey fucking Anthony has reemerged. Y'all remember her. She's the mother that was accused of killing her baby, Kaylee Anthony. Y'all remember that about 8 years ago? Well, this heifer has reemerged, and when asked how she sleeps at night, she says pretty well. Now, let's take a step back. Y'all know about 8, 9 years ago, little Kaylee Anthony went missing. Her grandmother called the police after not seeing that baby in over 30 days. Then all of this stuff started coming out. The grandmother said that she smelled the scent of death in the trunk of the car. There were some items found in the car. Eventually, little Kaylee Anthony was found buried in a grave. And then, we had that whole trial, and Casey Anthony was found not guilty. Now, me, I always thought the trick did it. She lied, covered up, just all kinds of craziness surrounded that trial. I always thought that she was just trying to put her to sleep, which sounds crazy in itself, with some chlorophyll, and she gave the baby too much, and the baby died. All that stuff with her parents, I just think they had enabled her all of her life, um, that she had lied to them, stolen from them, and she was just a bad seed child. Her and her mother had a strange relationship. All that stuff with her blaming her father for molestation and all of that shit that she threw in. Who knows if that shit was true? The thing that I think about is they say that today little Kaylee Anthony would have been about 12 years old. You know, it's sad that Casey Anthony goes on living her life, joking and laughing and, saying that she sleeps well at night. Even a mother that 100% had nothing to do with the death of her child could not actually say she slept well at night because the fact her only child was murdered. You would still have, you know, anxiety over and questions on what happened to your child. You would not be saying, "Oh, I sleep well at night." You would say something like, "You know what? I have learned to sleep at night, although I still wake up wondering, would I ever find out what happened to my child?" When they asked her, you know, what did she believe that Kaylee would be like today? She said a badass, listening to classic rock and basically not taking shit from anybody. Again, I don't think that's what my answer would be. I think I would have paused and I would have thought about it. You know, I would have thought about what her face would look like at 12, what she would be into, you know, what point in her life now? She would be prepubescent, possibly starting her little period, and me explaining to her what it's like to have her cycle and maybe starting to just notice boys and fixing her hair and doing little things. You know how when they're 12, 13, and they're wanting to look a little bit older, get their big girl bedroom. I remember when my daughter turned 13, and our whole big thing was to get her what we called, quote unquote, her big girl bedroom. We went out and we bought a new bedroom set and we redecorated her room, made it more teenagery because she was transitioning from what I considered my little baby to now, she was going to be 13. And all the fun that we had shopping for her bedroom. And then her wanting her hair a certain way and wanting to get it cut and asking me if she could wear a little mascara and colored lip gloss and all the little things That's the answer that you give. I truly believe that Casey Anthony was a sociopath. I believe that she did not intend to kill her child, but her actions led to the death of her child. I really don't want to hear from her, y'all. I could care less what's going on with her life. Um, I wonder, did she ever reconnect with her parents? Because during that trial, y'all, she drugged them through the mud. Now, as a parent, if that had happened to me and my child had accused their father of molestation and, all the stuff that she said about her brother and her mother, as a mother, I know I would eventually forgive her because that's my child and I love her. But it would be hard, y'all. It would be hard because she took that family through some shit. Now, let's not get it twisted. The family was dysfunctional because I think they let her get away with so much throughout her life that they created the monster that she became. And I wonder what little Caylee Anthony would have been like. I follow some of these cases, and y'all, I've told y'all before that certain cases, when my mind goes to them, you get this little oomph in your heart and you wonder, what exactly happened. And this is another case. This little Caylee Anthony, I had kind of forgotten about this little white girl. But just the fact that her mother was on television once again, acting like she don't know what happened. She drug friends through the mud. Everybody that was, in her life at that time, her friends, her family, y'all, she drug them through the mud and just got off and went on with her life. She went into hiding, and I guess, after 8 years or 6 years, she's reemerging, and, I guess she's footloose and fancy free. So I don't know, child. Some of these people that are blessed with children should not have been blessed with children. There are women out there who would just give anything to have a baby, just a baby of their own, and they are not blessed with the ability to have a child. And when they look at stuff like this, if you think it breaks my heart as a mother who was able to have a child, imagine what it does to them. It probably makes them question God. And we know that we shouldn't be doing that. But just imagine what it makes them feel when they have tried everything to have a baby. And then here's a girl that had a baby and was leaving her with all kind of different people. And, you know, baby missing for 30 days. She didn't tell anybody. And, until her mother basically kept demanding, where is this child? Where is this child? And then at that point, and that point only, was the time that she's just, well, I don't know where she is. I left her over here. I took her there. What kind of mother does that? Let's just say that she didn't kill Lil Kaylee. She was very careless with the life of that little girl. Very carefree. And you know what? She can't use being young as an excuse. Y'all, I had my child, my first child. I have two kids. But I had my first child when I was 22 years old. I had only been 22 a month when he was born. And the moment I laid eyes on him, my world changed because I realized it wasn't about me anymore, that my life was about him now. And everything that I did was to make life better for him. I put my wants, needs, and desires aside and put my child over my desires. And I don't understand women who have these babies and they're still out partying hard. And I'm not saying don't go out and have fun, but don't do it to the extent where you jeopardize the safety of your child. I will never understand that. So when Casey Anthony was found innocent, I was just done, y'all. I was like, well, child, and as we say, y'all, had she been black, child, she would have been doing life or got the death penalty. Well, with that, y'all, I want to know what y'all think. Of course, I always end my videos with this, but just let me know what y'all think. Tell me, back 6, 7 years ago when this broad was being tried for the death of her child, what did you think? Did you think that she was guilty? And if so, what do you think that happened? How do you believe that baby ended up dead? And what do you think of Casey Anthony now? And the answers to the questions that she gave the interviewer when she said that if Kaylee was alive now, she didn't even hesitate like a mother would do and say, I wonder what she would be like now. And then just sit there for a minute and let yourself wonder. She would be a badass. What do you think of those answers? And with that, everyone, thanks for watching my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.